Okay, good morning, guys. Sorry for the background. Um, so what we're gonna do today is my reading wrap up. But first, I'm gonna tell you about my August TBR. I am behind on videos, so I'm gonna run through everything that I wanted to read this month, and then we'll go in with everything that I did read. So we're gonna start with what's closest to me. I had book 4 on there, and hopefully you can see it. This is The War of Two Queens by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I did get book 3 read this month, you'll see. But I wanted to read this. I'm enjoying the series. So there's that one. Oh, sorry. I don't know why it's not stable. It's a new tripod. I don't know why it's not stable. The way I have my phone on it, I don't think it's right. So I have to learn that anyhow. Lucy Score, Forever and Never. I love her writing, love her stories. As you see, I tabbed it up. Was it my favorite? It wasn't. Um, oh, if I haven't said, I didn't get to this. Um, there are going to be books on the TBR part of this video that I didn't get to, but then you'll see what I read. Don't know if I clarified. If I had to rate this, what would I rate it? I'm trying to be better about rating things, but I suck at it. So we're going to talk about it as I go. So, Forever Never. If I had to rate this, is this even on the list? Yeah. If I had to rate it, I think anywhere between a 3.5 to a 4 star because I really did enjoy it. So we're just gonna move on. The Crown of Gilded Bones by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is book 3, and I would definitely give this one a 4 star. I'm writing it down as I go, so when I go to edit, it'll be on screen. Triple Duty Bodyguard by Lily Gold. This is a military reverse harem. I really did enjoy this. I didn't tab it. So I'm trying to yeah, I am trying to annotate. And the way I annotate, I just tab certain spots. So some pages have 2, some have 1. I just can't see myself underlining my books with pen, pencil, highlight. To anybody that does that, no shade. It's just something that I personally can't do. Places We've Never Been by Casey West. She is an auto-buy author for me. I tagged this one too. I would definitely give this one 5 stars as well. I love everything I have read by her so far. She is an author that if I see a book and whether it's the title that catches my eye, the cover, I automatically buy it without knowing anything about the book. However, with most of my books, I don't try to read the synopsis. I don't try to go in knowing anything about it. If I see a YouTuber talk about the book and it's something that catches my ear, I'll be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to read that. And then if I hear anybody else talk about it or that same YouTuber talk about it, I fast forward. I don't want to know anything else. Oh, I hate this background too. I'm sorry that you could see my chair. We have Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. I really did like this story. It is a romance. I love Archer. He's such a sweetheart. I didn't like his relative. I'm gonna say relative because there's something about that I don't know if people would consider that a spoiler. I would give this one. I'm thinking, is this even on here? This was a continuation, so it wasn't on my August TBR. This was a continuation for from July. So I'm gonna write this in. But for Archer's Voice, I would give it a high 3.5 stars. And normally I'm trying to be better about doing the 0.5 to 0.25s or whatever. I need to redo my star rating system because in another video I did talk about how I rate and it was 1 through 5. Now I'm going to try to be better with the points like 0.25, 0.5 simply because sometimes something's not quite a 4 but it's higher than a 3. So it starts with Us by Colleen Hoover. No, excuse me. It ends with Us by Colleen Hoover. This was on the TBR, 5 stars. Anything by Colleen Hoover, I I want to read. I don't have everything, but I do have a lot more on my TBR, like overall TBR. But it starts with Us also by Colleen Hoover. Both of these are I'm writing some stuff down if you hear me like pause and say it and all that. But these two, it ends with Us, it starts with Us. Both 5 stars. Like I said, I love anything by Colleen Hoover. I have, I mean, never mind. Hopefully this video makes sense. I'm rating them as I go, and that's insane. And I shouldn't because this is the TBR part. So we'll be going back. The Door to December, Dean Koontz, I didn't get to. I almost unhauled it, but McKay's didn't take it, so I guess I'm gonna try to read it. A Blade So Black by L.L. McKinney. This is a series. I can't remember how many books is in the series, and I don't think it's finished. We've got One of Us is Lying by Kieran and McManus. The third one is out. I do own the first two. I decided not to get the third one yet. I want to read this one before I get the third one. I'm trying to be better about buying books in series before I read them. So I do have some books that are out that I haven't bought yet. I have read other books by her and I liked them. But then that last one I read, I can't remember the title, but I know it wasn't my favorite and I kind of struggled with it just a little bit. But this is a trilogy. It is a trilogy because the third one's out. We've got The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is a trilogy, but the fourth one, I don't know if it's going to be considered a quartet or if that's just an extra book where you don't have to read it. You can just be done with the trilogy. Then we have Addicted to You by Krista and Becca Ritchie. They are working on new covers for this. I didn't know that when I started to get the series. So I had bought the first several and then realized in the middle of it where certain books weren't out yet. But what didn't make sense to me is I had to stop. But then I had got the last few at the end of that series. So now, so technically, yes, I do have the whole series. However, there's like 4 that if you look on Amazon, it's like 3 of them that show they aren't out yet. That's because new covers. Now, I don't know what they're going to do with Bad Reputation because that's not listed with the series. When you look on Amazon, you have to look it up separately. So technically, it's only 3 I need to get. Color-wise, they do match, but the old covers are glossy. The new ones aren't. So rationally, it's like, okay, you have all of them. You don't need the other ones. But my OCD, it's like, okay, yeah, you kind of do because they don't match because some are glossy, some are matte. And then this one's not technically. I'm looking at what I have written down. This one's technically not on my August TBR. This is Meet Me in the Margins by Melissa Ferguson. But I did want to try to pick it up again this month, but I couldn't. I got to page 130. I was bored. I did see another YouTuber talk about this one. I was bored. The idea of the story seems cute. It's not hard to read, but at the same time, I'm bored. And no shade to the author, no shade to anybody that loves this book. I soft DNF it. I don't know if I'm ever come back to it, but I'm going to keep it around just to see. So usually with DNFs, I give them 1 star because they're DNFs, but because I'm soft DNFing it, which only means that I'm not permanently DNFing it. So soft DNF, temporary DNF. Okay, now we're going to go into the actual reading wrap up. So I'm going to consider that my August TBR. And I did talk about the books a little bit, gave some of the ratings, but that's just stuff that I had planned to read this month. And now we're going to get to what I actually read. So I did start this yesterday. This is just going to continue into September. So but it was on my August TBR. So this will continue into September, so you'll see it again on my September TBR. So therefore, no rating. I didn't get to this, and I didn't get to this. So these two I didn't get into. I didn't get to A Blade So Black. I didn't get to Dean Koontz, The Door to December. Tripper Duty Bodyguards. Again, it's a military reverse horror romance. It's by Whoopi Gold. I enjoyed the story. Um, in real life, I don't know how something like this would work, but for the book, I really did enjoy it. It was quick and easy to read. I mean, yeah, it's over 400 pages, but it was super easy to read. I can't remember how many days it took me to read it, but not too long. It's, one girl, three guys, and their security for her because she is famous. I think she's an actress. Yeah, she's an actress. So I really did enjoy this. I do recommend this one. It starts with us and it ends with us. Okay, it ends with us as book one. It starts with us as book two. I really loved both of these by Colleen Hoover. They are romance. I did pick these up from McKay's. I gave them both 5 stars. I finished this one in 3 days, and it would have took me probably two, but I didn't start it until that first day I was reading it. I only got to page. I can't remember what page I got to, but I started it in the evening. But I read a big chunk of it, the second and third day. This one I had started the other day and finished it yesterday. I love this story. This story, certain parts had me crying. I will say search up trigger warnings for this, um, for domestic abuse, verbal abuse, and I do consider some of the things, one of the characters, a lot of the things he said, whether it's verbally, text message, I consider that a type of abuse too. So I definitely would search up trigger warnings for that. But I really did love the main character, Lily. I really loved her best friend. I loved that she was able to reach her dream of owning a business, but I won't say what kind of business that was. Somebody that she met in her teenage years. I loved that character too. His name is Atlas. I loved him too. He's such a sweetheart. So these are really good. I definitely recommend them, but also will say search up trigger warnings. Archer's Voice. What did I say I gave this? Was it 3? Oh wait, no. Hunting Adeline should be on here too. Okay, so on my August QBR, Hunting Adeline is book 2, and The Cat and Mouse Duet by H.D. Colton. It's over there for my September TBR. Hint, hint. But I didn't get to that one either. But Archer's Voice, I had to write. Okay, 3.5 stars. Um, it's based in a small town of, what is it, Pelion, Maine. So this is small town romance. I love Archer. He was my favorite character in this. And then the pets. Can't go wrong with the pets. But I don't know what it was that made me not like the story as a favorite. Because it was really cute, and like I said, I loved Archer. I love the cover. But 3.5, I would say. Well, yeah, 3.5. We're going to leave it at 3.5. Places We've Never Been, Casey West, like I said, 5 stars. Anything by her, I get. Not knowing anything, which I do that with most books anyway. But it is a romance. Nora, her and her family go on a road trip with another family. Parts of this book is sad. I am going to say there is something that could be triggering for some people. It broke my heart. But I did enjoy the story. A cute little road trip. And like I said, I just really liked it. I recommend this one too. 5 stars. The Crown of Gilded Bones. I said 4 stars. This is book 3 and from the Blood and Ash series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Tabbed the crap out of it. Really did enjoy this. Some of the characters are annoying. Well, not annoying. Some of the characters you just You hate them, but there's a reason for it. But the main character I do like, though. Poppy, I do like her. I can't wait to continue her story and see what happens. Forever Never by Lucy Score. I've grown to really like this author. This is like the third book I've read by her. Forever Never. What did I say this was? You know what? I said earlier 3.5 to 4 star, but let's just go ahead and give it a 4 star simply because I do enjoy the writing style. I did enjoy the story. I liked Brick. I liked Remy. I just wish that I don't, well, no, because I think that with what I'm thinking, I'm sorry, this is all over the place. Never mind on that thought process. But her story is kind of sad because she was running away from things, and it was just really sad. But search up, I want to say search up trigger warnings because her best friend, her husband, I would just search up trigger warnings. Some people might not say that, but I'm gonna say that. The War of Two Queens I didn't get to, but I will in September. Okay, so sorry if I rambled a lot, but those are books that I had on my August TBR, and then it was the books that I actually got to. Because what happened was, I'll show you. I had started writing my TBR here, and then I had to go in and do an official TBR. But that's it, you guys. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I hope you would subscribe. Have a great day.